Good morning from the Hampton Inn. My mom and I just went across the street to Dunkin' Donuts and then went to Shaw's across the street to resupply. Mom actually commented that it was sort of a healthy resupply for me. I can show you a couple things that I got. Alright, so first I got a couple oatmeals, the maple brown sugar and the peanut butter chocolate. This is a lunch that I found, the turkey and American sliders, so that can be lunch probably at some point later today so it doesn't go bad. And then, I don't know, a couple little things. Got the fig bars, mini protein bars, got wheat thins, beef jerky. I got this to probably have after breakfast, which breakfast is sausage, egg, and cheese on a plain bagel and a donut from Dunk's. Got some Belvita cookies and a few other things, but just wanted to give you a little sample of what I resupplied with, so I'm packing it all up now. This is also the box that my parents travel with. It's got all my elements so I can restock on that. And then all the like dehydrated dinners. Let me show you one. So something like this. So I have some dinners to pack out that I just stocked up with before the thru hike even began. So yeah, I'm gonna organize this. It's kind of a mess, and then I'll get dressed and figure out a game plan from there. Good morning, back on trail today. That was an amazing visit with my parents. It's nice that now I'm in Vermont. It's only a couple hours for them to drive over and visit me. So it was a quick visit, but it was very much needed. It came at the perfect time where I was just super low energy on the trail, needed some food from a restaurant, needed a resupply really bad. So they helped with everything. I resupplied, I got my coffee from Dunk's, and back on trail this morning. The weather's great. Right now I'm hiking up Bromley Mountain. So kind of starting the day with a little bit of a climb, and maybe they can visit again in a few days. We'll see. I actually kind of have plans to stay with the Trail Angel maybe tomorrow, and then I'm also planning a 0 day at my house next week. So I'm excited for the week to come. I feel very excited with these plans. My mood is so much better than it was a few days ago when I was sad back in Massachusetts. So I don't know, I'll just plug away. Right now I'm hiking up Bromley Mountain, so it's going to be a little bit of a climb this morning, and yeah, it's gorgeous, so we'll probably get some good views up there. All right, only one more mile until the summit of Bromley Mountain now. All right. Almost there. Looks like we start walking up a ski trail until we get to the summit. That went by pretty fast, actually. A little bit of a windy summit, but I did go in the ski lodge real quick and had a couple little bites of my sandwich and chips. But I'm gonna go back in the woods. Long Trail AT goes that way. There's a little bit of a view from up here. Like, you can see some mountains in the distance, but it is super hazy. And I've heard from a couple people that it could be because of some wildfires. I don't know the accuracy on that, but yeah. Someone in the ski patrol building said he was gonna camp there or zero there because of rain. But honestly, when I checked the weather, I didn't see any. So I don't know if you know something I don't know, but I think the weather looks fine for now, but we'll see. All right, looks like right here we got some water to fill up on. All right, not much of a view today. It is just super hazy. This is the summit of Stiles Peak, and apparently you're supposed to be able to see a ski resort from this view called Magic Mountain, but there's not much there. But it is kind of nice hiking weather, just like a little breeze, not too hot, not too sunny. I don't know, I think this is great. I'm gonna keep going. Right now it's only like 2:30. So I just stopped at THRU-HIKE shelter, kind of for a second lunch. When I was on the summit of Bromley Mountain, I had half my sandwich and bag of chips. So at that shelter, I had the other half. There were two ladies there. One was Meta, and she was finishing last year's THRU-HIKE. She had gotten off at the Mass-Vermont border, so now she's back out to hike up to Katahdin, and she's from Maine, so it was cool chatting with her. The other hiker, Kidding, I actually met in the elevator of the Hampton Inn last night. So that was kind of a cool coincidence, and got to see her. And yeah, we were just chatting about the trail. We were talking a lot about Katahdin and kind of what to do at the end, which is kind of crazy because not that I'm getting close to the end of the THRU-HIKE, but I guess I kind of am. And so now I'm kind of starting to think about what the end is going to look like, where I'm going to stay near Katahdin, who's going to come visit me. This is kind of nice. So yeah, it was cool just talking about Maine, because that's where Meta's from. I might have stayed at that shelter a little longer than I should have, because I still want to do a lot more miles. So it's 4:30 right now. I have two options when it comes to shelters tonight. I have Big Branch Shelter in 6 miles and Little Rock Pond. Oh, I hope I got that right. That shelter is going to be in 9 miles. I kind of wanted to get to the one 9 miles away so I can have a bigger day hiking, but it is 4:30, so I guess the plan is to just see what time I get to the first shelter at, see if I have enough sunlight to get to the second one. If I do, I'll head there. If not, I'll stay at the next shelter. So that's the thinking. Also, Big Branch Wilderness. I've been seeing a lot of those signs the last couple of days here in Vermont. Definitely feels like the wilderness. Not as much cell phone service also as the rest of the trail has had. I haven't really been able to listen to podcasts. I didn't really get anything downloaded while I was in town. Completely forgot. Oh well. So I am stopping at the Big Branch shelter. I made my decision. That is only 0.4 miles down the trail, so I'm almost there. I realized that I didn't really have to push myself to the further shelter because tomorrow I'm getting off in Rutland. This has been planned for a little bit. Someone reached out through email and offered to host me for the night, so I'm excited to do that. So if I camp at this shelter, tomorrow is going to be a 16-mile day, and that's just perfect. I don't need to push myself tonight and make tomorrow a 13-mile day. We'll just even it out a little bit. So I feel good about ending the day at 7 p.m., a little after 7. Gives me time to cook dinner. I'm excited for my meal tonight. It's from Bushka's Kitchen. I've never had one of their meals, but I got it from Garage Grown Gear, and it's called the unstuffed pepper. So it's a little different than what I usually eat on trail, but I'm excited to try that out. And I also really have to edit YouTube videos because my last 2 times I went into town, I was either with my husband or my parents, and I did a little bit of YouTube work when I was with them, but I really just prioritized spending time with them and not working on YouTube because, I don't know, it's obvious. They drove all the way to trail to see me. I'm not gonna sit there and edit videos. So I can do that in my tent tonight, and then hopefully tomorrow I can hop on some Wi-Fi and upload and schedule them all. So that's the plan. Gonna do these 0.4 miles and see if anyone else is at this shelter, hopefully. So on Far Out, it says that there's no good tenting spots near the shelter, but there are some spots a little south on the AT. So I am currently a little south of the shelter right now, so I'm gonna look for tent spots, I guess. See if anyone else is also tenting just south of the shelter. I don't know, we'll find out. So I'm set up right behind the shelter. There were 3 people in there, already asleep. It's still light out. But I can't really talk because they're probably going to be hiking before I even wake up. So we're just different schedules. Just ready to fall asleep, and it started raining. It doesn't sound too bad, but at least I'm nice and dry in here. So good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. That would leave tomorrow to be a 16-mile day if I end the day right here at the big... Oh, there's a deer. Okay. I got nervous that was a moose for a second. It's not a moose.